Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Star Shadow Plays. I'm host Rob, aka Star Shadow. We're continuing on with our San Marino challenge here on FM21, which is take the tiny microstate of San Marino from the very bottom of the FIFA rankings to number 1. Simultaneously, we're taking a club based in San Marino all the way to Champions League glory again. Basically, with this, the idea of taking this club here called it's called San Marino Calcio, plays in the Italian pyramid. Went defunct in 2019, but I believe it actually was refounded this past year, or at least this past season. So you may be able to find them in the lower divisions of Italy in Football Manager 22 if you look for them. But for the purposes of this challenge, we pumped a ton of money into them and pimped out the youth intakes with the youth coaching facilities and everything. Gave good coaching to see if the challenge is even possible. So basically, we're skipping a whole bunch of the early part of the season, or of the building of a club, in order to see if the challenge is even possible, because without youth intakes that are any good, the nation's not going anywhere, because youth intakes are crap. So this is basically, if we get one club with a good youth intake, can it actually lead the nation to glory? So we are making moves in that way. We're all the way up to 112 in the world now, so slowly but surely making our way up. But we're here with a club update as we get ready to play in the UEFA Super Cup for the second season in a row, because we had won the Champions League the year before that. So last season was actually a very good season for us. So if you look at our schedule here, blah blah blah, we actually won 5 trophies. Super Cup, we won the Italian Super Cup as well, away against Juventus. That was a pretty good win. I mean, wasn't anything like Super Cup originally. This one was against Porto. I would have expected to win this one all the time. We didn't play that well, but we still won them pretty comfortably, I believe, actually. Yeah, and the Super Cup too, Juventus didn't take it any more seriously than we did. We threw out our best team, but we weren't worried about it if we were going to lose or anything, and they were pretty much the same, so we ended up winning that one. Then we won, so that's on to the other trophy we won. But Super Cup, we won Super Cup, we won the Italian Super Cup, then we won the Italian Cup, Coppa Italia, over Atalanta. That was actually ended up being a very tough win for us. They opened the scoring against us. We had to go into our substitute bench. We actually brought in a youngster, Libor Wagner, who was only 18, and he saved our bacon there to tie the match up. We took the lead early in extra time, and then Josipovic scored it again right after the break, and we gave a goal late, but it was a really tough match, so that one could have went either way. We had some performances that didn't work so well, but like I said, we had a youngster come up huge for us, so that was big. Then we won the Champions League as well. Tough win over Liverpool. Was a good team. They didn't play very well, but our former youth product, Nicola Monaldini, scored against us in the 90th minute to pull one back, but we scored in the 6th minute through Josipovic, and that kind of helped propel us to a win. But we kind of got lucky with our path through the Champions League after finishing first in our group. Who do we have in our group? Hertha, then was Zagreb, and Manchester United. Won that. In the first knockout leg, we had Villarreal, which was tough, but a team that could have definitely had a worse matchup. So we squeaked through that. Then we had Milan, who was not likely to beat us because they hadn't really been beating us in the league. So we were very confident about that, and basically just took care of business with a 0-0 away, and then a simple 1-0 at home. In the semifinal, PSV had made it that far, and they gave us a tough one at their place, but when we got them home, it's a pretty simple 2-0 win there for us. We completely outplayed them. They were never really threatened. So I feel like we got a pretty good draw throughout there until we faced Liverpool, and then we took care of business. And of course, we won Serie A for the third straight year, I think, at this point. Yeah, third straight year. So we've won 4 of the last 5 Serie A, which not really surprising. The team is definitely much more talented than anyone else in the league. There are a lot of teams are kind of losing money, but Milan's been good. They haven't always been great in the league, but they've been good in the Champions League each year. And so we're in the Super Cup. We'll be playing Hertha, who we beat pretty badly there. And what did we do? Yeah, we're 3-2 away and 4-0 at home. I guess they won the Europa League after getting knocked out by us and like Manchester United. So this is gonna be an interesting Super Cup for us. But yeah, that was a very good season for us last season. I'm very pleased. I was not expecting to have such a good season, but it just went really well. I'm expecting it not to go so well this season. I mean, we should still win Serie A. We are not making too many changes right now to our squad, but yeah, it's gonna be tough to repeat all of that. But I think we can beat Hertha and repeat here. Squad wise, you can see we have the B team. You can see the B team as well. That's why there's so many players right now. I could probably filter it out. So it's not so many B. Even still, we still got a few extras that some of these are just on the main roster in order to be loaned out or sold. But we've sold 2 of our main 25. Alan Ramirez was the central defender. We sold him. Check this out here. Out. Here's we sold him for, okay, where is transfer history? That might be easier. So we sold him for where are you at? Oh yeah, he's on loan to Atalanta, and they're gonna pay us 25 million at the end. We also sold one of our forwards, Lucisani Mathenwa, to China for 55 million. Ended up kind of disappointing. He was pretty good. It's first season with us after we had sent him on loan, but he never quite developed, and he stopped scoring, even though he seems like he's pretty good. He's very athletic, which is really good, but he just didn't quite develop, I guess, and put in the performances. So we sold him. We got a lot of money there. And we also sold a long-time stalwart Mario Medina, who kind of lost his place as time's gone on. We got a nice fee from Schalke, 47 million. Probably could have gotten more previously, but still that's pretty good. We only bought him for like 9 million. So that was a good piece of business. So we're going to be bringing in some new talent into the squad. Number 1 is going to be Adrian Miranda, central defender, kind of played right back as well. As you can see here, he's got a lot of potential, possible 5-star potential, which we're hoping that's what it is. From Paraguay. Definitely needs to develop still, but I'm ready to ring him up and see how this will go. I'm still trying to figure out what forward to bring in. It's either going to be Gary German, I guess, who is pretty good. His dribbling's not very good, which is kind of surprising for a forward that we want, but he's got a lot of potential. So that finishing is really good. So I'm not sure whether to bring him in or someone we brought in over the summer here, Christian Lemos, who is PC is all hell here, 1918, but his dribbling, finishing for touch are not great. He's got more potential, possibly. So I was thinking about him. Maybe he's probably not. He probably could have stuffed him in the B side and let him play there and develop a bit. But I mean, these are very nice, and to have him as a possible 25th player, play a little bit here and get some experience in the top flight, might get him through. It depends on preseason goes. We can see how Gary Alemán plays in our system. And we're gonna have one more spot open. I have not decided who else is gonna play. It might end up being. This is why I had the B squad up, because that was one of them. I think it might end up being Tariq Moharam from Egypt. Or, yeah. Water Kid, of course, because that's all we have. The mentals are good. Passing quite. I mean, he's got. It's kind of in between, but can kind of think about playing him as a box to box with the 11 tackling. Mark is not very good, but the positioning is solid. I mean, he's not terribly not terrible athletically. So and with the 5-star possible potential, I was like, let's start getting him some time. That could be big. We also could look to bring in another big name, which the board kind of wants us to do. We're not quite sure if we're gonna do that or not. And of course, there's also other we might decide maybe the Boer Wagner might warrant a place, considering that he is, he basically jump started our Italian Cup win, and he's kind of a Medina-like in that he can play the midfield and as a forward, which I like. He's got decent passing. He's not bad here either. In this, he's only 18, so it's an opportunity. And it also depends. He might get a run anyway, because Matteo Rossi's got a bid to go on loan. Milan actually came in and offered a pretty good loan. I decided to try and renegotiate that, and they haven't bid since. But Porto has come in, and I think that would be a good chance to get him a lot more playing time than he normally gets with us, as he's mostly a backup, even though our backups play a lot. So I like him. He's actually been surprisingly good for us. But I don't see him stepping in as like a frontline starter ever. So him getting a lot of playing time will help the national team. So that's why we're thinking about sending him on loan and then bringing up like maybe those two midfielders. We have other midfielders we could think about bringing up too. Lorenzo Roque, who's a passer. He might need a little bit more cooking too. Kucharski here, who we just bought from Poland. He's got some ideas, and he needs the mentoring because he's unsporting. You also look to bring in like maybe Kevin as another forward. I'm not sure that he's quite ready. He's pretty solid though. He's someone else that's kind of in that mix of me thinking maybe. And also Wagner Sosa Santana. It's actually Liechtensteinian, and in France flipped him over, which really makes me mad because I like when they're smaller countries get a good player like this. But he's pretty solid, and we even play him at right wing back, so he's pretty good. And I like this work rate and teamwork. It's just really good. And if one of my right backs decides they want to leave, like if Aloigi gets a nice big bid, we might go, yeah, maybe. Also have a nice left back here, left wing back, center back kind of player, and Oliver Garcia. I don't know, I got the jumpy reach for me to be a center back, but there's some good stuff here. So we have players that are a lot of potential that are coming. Howson Bruno doesn't have the marking to be a center back, unfortunately, yet, but we're working on him. Having to work on that to see if we can get that going. But he's very versatile, which if you've seen what we've done previously, you know that we have a great love of players that are versatile. So like those are the biggest players with a lot of potential that we're looking at. We also brought in Franco Lujan, I guess Lujan. Can never do my Argentinian Spanish. But midfielder, because he doesn't got the dribble reach play, defensive midfielder for me. Definitely needs more cooking, but has a lot of potential. So we're like, and he was only like 9 million. Oh, he was 3.5 million. So I was like, yeah, for that kind of price, we'll bring him in and see if he develops. So we're looking at stuff like that. All right, so let's look at a Super Cup now. It's been 15 minutes of talking about what's going on. Oh yeah, we've got about Sergio Aquino, also brought in from Argentina for 9 million. Yeah, wonder kid, and he looks actually pretty solid. He's already pretty good, but it's like fitting in another center back, or especially when we got Van der Beek is ready. We're doing basically the same thing, but having two of them like that, that would be cool. So it kind of depends on if another one leaves. I mean, we had gotten a bid for Delgado, who has kind of been a disappointment. So I've slowly been trying to offer model a bit and see if we can get some nice money for him. We had gotten a bid for 80 million for him, which I tried to negotiate up, but after a non-negotiable, and that didn't work. So now we're trying to get him kind of go out the door, because if he goes out, then we'll probably keep Aquino down there. Or do we bring in, we kind of thought about bringing in Sergio Santos, Japanese, who 17 years old. This is a pretty solid player already, which is really surprising. Which is why I kind of like maybe we should bring him up too. So we have a lot of players coming, but that's kind of what we've been thinking here. All right, so I want to make sure for this we get our normal first team out there pretty much, and since Ramos, who is our normal backup wingback, is out, that's why Aquino has been up there, because both between him and Van der Beek, one can definitely play the wingback position, the other can play center back or switch, whatever one. So I like having at least one player that can do each of those jobs. It's like, do I bring in Gary Eleman or do I bring in Tariq Moharam for this? Kind of think we might bring Moharam in. But that's why I have like all the B team up here right now, because we were looking at players that need to leave and players that need playing, that we're looking at for playing time purposes and things like that. Alright, so I think we're good here. You can see still in the throes of preseason, but the starters at least are in pretty good position, so should be good there. So let us do it. All right, so coaches think positive. I don't think we're gonna do that quite yet. And they're playing a strikerless against us. This is gonna be interesting. I don't think we've faced a strikerless before. AI is coming out at us then. This is gonna be interesting. We're gonna come out on a normal, our patented 5-3-2 formation. Start out balanced. Of course, we'll play down the left through our fantastic wingback, Alessandro Mancini, from the youth intake. Our first one. You can see this is why he plays on the left. He's a dribbler, super fast, very athletic. Good mentals too. And he's developed into a solid defender. Like his tackling is not very good, but his mark is pretty solid. His position pretty good. which is all we really need. I mean, tackling would be nice, but you know, we get what we get out of him. But the mentals are good, and he drives play, which is what we really want him to do. Why we play focus on the left, get him the ball, let him run. He's one of our creative forces. We're gonna give normal center back pairing, well, trio to start. Roberto Sanchez is gonna get the start here. We like him coming forward. I mean, look at his jumping reach, pace. He's very athletic too, and he scored a bunch of goals. He scored, I think, the 12 last season. So he's good. Want him going. So yeah, and of course one of our best strikers, Chris Wakeham. Very strong in the air, good pace, good dribbler, one of our best finishers. Just one of the best strikers and getting to be one of the best strikers in the world. He's an elite forward. Lots of teams want him. Barcelona tried, but they were rebuffed because I gave him a new contract, which he wanted. He deserved it. And of course, our striking extraordinaire, Jelko Josipovic, pace, dribbling, very good finisher, which is why he has not lost a spot yet, even though he can be a little inconsistent. He's wanted. Who is he wanted by? Everton. Everton's probably not gonna be able to get him. We have now actually moved up to be the most reputable club in the world, so I think we pretty much have whatever we want at this point. So I like what we got. Kino, should probably be, doesn't really matter because we'll be switching these around. We'll give you 15 since you're gonna be moving up. Probably adjust these before the season, but that doesn't matter right now. I'll do that once we get closer. All right, so do we send them out there for the supporters? If I tell them to go out there and show me what you can do. I expect you to win it. That's what I'm telling them to do. They don't care for that though. Who needs a little encouragement? Probably you guys. Wakeham probably needs a lot of encouragement too. Sanchez. The others probably don't. Alright, let's look at what we got opposition wise. It's gonna be interesting. Like I said, they're going strikeless against us. Weak footed. What do we got here for weak feet? Oh, you're in either. Chiro Vicente. Right, also either footed. Interesting. Sully. Like, see, you can see the team's not bad at all. Keeper is solid. Very good in one-on-one situations. Handling and reflexes are solid. So this will be interesting. Alright, pressing. Oh, we need to see who we need to kick. We don't need to kick him. Odegaard, yes. We can kick Odegaard. We can probably kick this guy too, Gafarovic. I mean, if we're gonna kick someone, you might as well kick him. Renier. Kick him if we want. Guys don't need to. Do we need to kick this guy? Nah, we need to kick him. Right. They're not playing everyone, so Francisco Torres? Have they played before this? Oh, this guy. Vladimir Montero from Bolivia. Yeah, this midfielder. Stamina, jumping reach. He's not bad. Oh, this guy's interesting. This would be a great DLP for us. A little old for us though, 27. But look at that vision. He's got tackling. He can jump. Man, wish we didn't miss on that guy. He's pretty good. Lucas Gomez. Not bad. I wonder why they're playing some of these guys. I guess they're expecting to lose, but oh well. Should be a great occasion. Yep, we're excited. We're unbeaten in 4 matches against Hertha Berlin. How much of an edge? Of course it's an edge. We're happy with that edge. Let's get into it. Only took us 24 minutes to get to the match. But we won't have much to talk about afterwards, so That's terrible. Thought my guys would be a little bit fitter, but I didn't quite manage the preseason minutes like I normally do. Oh god, that's terrible. Oh man, someone's getting a save. And Peru's number one. I'm not liking what's happening though, where they're getting these kind of chances already. There we go. Cut and go. Okay, here we go. This is this. No one challenged for it. That would have been nice if someone would challenge for it. Okay, getting down the line. Okay, that did not work. Good tackle though. There we go. Nice whole 1-2. Back to him. Good pass. Yes, nice. Nice. Their boy, just wake him. Score, baby, score. I keep an eye on feed here, make sure it's not hitching. Don't think so. I think there isn't any lag on the match itself. Alright, I guess we don't have to do too much. We just hold them at bay at this point. I can't get anything I use to pivot though, which is surprising. Isn't terrible actually. We're dominating the ball. I think we could probably move up to positive. I think we might do that at the half. All right. Make sure you bring it home. All right, we're gonna go positive now, trying to hold the ball a bit. You need to ease off tackles. We don't need to take any chances. Other than that, I think we're doing pretty good. Yes, Povic is not playing well. I gotta yell at him. Individuals, it's Povic. I'm not happy. That's terrible. Machini's not playing very well either, actually. No, we have standards. You gotta meet those standards and play up to our standards in order to keep playing. So let's get them going. Gano's handling. They're still playing that strike close though. No, that's not good. That's good play. Okay, just went to no one. No one's paying attention. Not very good. Beat. Good covering though. What is that pass? That was a very interesting pass. Oh, but Kelly's on 1-2 there. Good save. Okay, we are not doing what I thought we were going to be doing. I'll hold the ball a bit. Possession football now. That's what we're going for. Alright, Giardi's going to get the look. Demand a little bit more. Kind of letting them back in a little bit here. I don't like it. Might drop down the bench. Probably drop back down to balanced actually. Good save. A little bit of tired legs going out there. Should be fine. Should be able to manage it. They're creating chances on us. I don't like it. Yeah, tiredness is fine. Gardy's not doing anything either. It's wonderful. Okay, so Sanchez is getting tired. He's playing well though. Don't need to pull him. We got Luigi on though here. And to support. Kind of manage this a little bit. Now they've gone to a more normal formation. Played that strikerless for a very long time. There we go, and now Mancini is going up. Oh, he didn't make the pass like he should have. Passes it late, and that gets blocked. That's not what we wanted. He had guys open when he was here. It's not what I wanted to see out of one of our best players. Good defense. Way to go. There we go. Turn and look. Dribble. Okay. Nice, nice. Sanchez still going even though he's a little tired. Luigi, make the cross. Okay, that works. That works. I have no problem with getting a little bit of a corner there. I don't have any problems with that. They're kind of outplaying us a little bit, but we still get the trophy out. I don't mind. We're managing him for the most part, but still kind of not cool that what we're getting. I think we can manage it. One of the reasons why Mesa's getting the first go at it, kind of might be leaning towards being 1A out of the two, is because his passing is much better than the other keeper, the Greek name, and why I'm not even very good job thinking of what it is off the top of my head. Capsule glue. But it's a good win for us. Fairly comfortable. I mean, they were creating some. I mean, it wasn't anything. They didn't create anything too big. Pretty much managed them, but still, they kind of did a little bit that we didn't like. But we got the goal that matters, and you know, that's why we won. Wacom finished. That's all that really matters. So yeah, Kapexoglu, that's his name. Yeah. So yeah, his passing is nowhere near as good. 11-9 here as Mesa's passing, which is 13-16. So in our system right now, that seems to be an edge, but he's the better shot stopper. Kapexoglu. I'll get it down at some point. Let's not become complacent. I know some of y'all are a little bit complacent, so take it. Still, good for us. That's $1 trophy. We'll take it. How pleased are you to win? We're the best team. This is for the fans, because giving the fans moments like this and winning trophies is the best. So we're back-to-back Super Cup winners. Go us. So we are all about at base. But yeah, here it is. Consecutive Super Cup wins for San Marino. So what happens? You're back-to-back Champions League winners, and now we're back-to-back Super Cup winners. At least we can defend one trophy. We'll see how we do with the rest. league maybe. So I think we can at least aim for a double. We'll see how the rest goes. So that's gonna do it here. We'll be back with the national team in the next episode. We're gonna have a couple of matches then. See what we got coming up. Actually, I think it's just the match against Slovenia. We have to see. We haven't decided did we get a friendly or not. Yeah, we're going to be playing the US in a friendly first, and then a few days later we're going to be playing Slovenia away. So the US is actually ranked 6th in the world, so definitely want a piece of that. So we're going to do that, and then see if we can get that win against Slovenia. And with a nice 6-day break in between, I should be able to play my starters both matches. And then we have a big window in November against Italy and Austria, which may make or break us for qualifying for our first Euros. But gotta take care of business here against Slovenia. If we get that 6 points there, I'm gonna feel very confident. As long as we can get a nice result against Austria here. So yeah, like I said, we'll be back next time with some national team action, and probably not gonna have another club update until a while, because we're trying to focus on the nation right now. As you see, the club is ticking over. We're winning a lot, and so it's kind of boring for everyone, even though I think it's fun because we're constantly turning over players as we try to bring in new wonder kids and try to bring in more world-class talent and try to build them up, actually, because we're still sticking to our original idea of only being able to buy U21s, and so we're sticking with that even though the board doesn't care. But that's what I want to do. So that means bringing them in young and developing them and seeing how that goes. So yeah, so that's how we're doing. That's what we're doing. Thank you for joining us and watching and seeing what's going on. Thanks for supporting and everything. So join yourself here, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff here on these videos. Really appreciate it. There's links in the description to both our Twitch and our Twitter, so definitely come check those out. We do some a little bit of streaming during the week at night Eastern Standard Time, so it's a terrible time for most people, but that's when I'm free. I'm playing Mass Effect right now if you just want to come hang out a little bit. But we do short streams, hour streams, because I have to work the next morning, so I kind of try to keep it as normal as, so a nice little length of time as we can there. So yeah, so definitely, once again, thank you all for hanging out and watching. Stay safe everyone, stay well, stay good, and I will see all of y'all next time.